New at 5:30, we're hearing from one of the best high school basketball players in the country. He's in fact a junior at IMG Academy and has worked many hours and traveled many miles to get closer to his ultimate dream of playing in the NBA. Our Kevin Lewis tonight shows us how his support system is helping him get there.
Before he was a 6'8", 220-pound high school student with a 40-inch vertical, Eric Dailey Jr. got to see and do more than most people do in a lifetime. His father, Eric, played pro ball on 3 continents, and his mother, Shell, was a head coach in the WNBA. And they got their son some early frequent flyer miles.
I always said, you should see the world before you leave it. So I started taking him around the world when he was 3 years old. Get a chance to embrace other cultures, other countries, other monetary systems, and understand life.
But Eric Jr.'s globetrotting almost ended as a 10-year-old in Hong Kong.
He lost his passport. Right where you put like the newspapers and stuff, I think I left my passport right there.
And I looked around and said, "Do you have your passport?" And he looks at, has that funny look on his face.
That turned out very bad.
Passport issues resolved. Eric got to work on his skill set by playing in places like Spain against people whose game is totally different.
Going over there, seeing the different culture and different styles of play was very helpful at a young age, and I just have that in the back of my head when I play and when I live life. Here, we mostly use our athleticism. Over in Europe, they use their IQ. So it gave him a chance to have that athleticism, also go over to Europe and develop his pick and roll game, actions within the game. Basketball is more mental than physical. You only have a certain amount of jumps, but when you are able to use your head, it helps a lot.
Learning on the court was just as important as learning off the court.
He was so open to everything, the food, learning a few words, the coaching style. So that was really cool to see that.
With the noise of social media, player rankings, and NBA mock drafts, Eric's managed to stay grounded. Well, figuratively.
We got to stay level-headed. People are going to tell you you're great all the time, but you can't listen to that noise. You got to listen to the criticism.
He looks at it, but it really doesn't affect him. If anything, it drives him.
If he wants to live his hoop dreams, Eric knows he has to put in the work.
Sometimes you just want to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to the league, but you got to think about the steps that it takes to get there, and that's all I really think about. He'll be doing the things that's needed to be a professional, to stay a professional, and also to ease out of the game into retirement.
IMG is ranked 2nd in the nation. Eric had a career-high 22 points in last night's 70-57 win over Victory Rock. In Tampa, I'm Kevin Lewis, ABC Action News.